something good. Oh, something good tonight. Make me forget about you for now.
All right, good morning, everyone. I got Mike with me here this morning. Let's quickly get into it. I'm not feeling 100% this morning, so I'm pretty much going to let him take it away. Not really in any state to be talking intelligently about the plan for today, but obviously it was a fairly exciting session last night, and if you wanted to trade all night long, you probably did quite well. But anyway, let's bring in the chart and see where we are. So we're kind of right about where we gapped open to last night. So plenty of newsletter trades on the deck to re-engage with, and then potentially a couple of new levels as well, I think. So Mayank, why don't you talk us through your thoughts on where we are and what to look out for today?
Yeah, so first off, if you were a overnight trader, congrats. I hope you enjoyed. I'm not jealous of you whatsoever. But we obviously triggered an amazing failed breakdown of 6612 just a bit after midnight. It actually wasn't super late for anyone that was trading it, but yeah, very nice failed breakdown of the kind of Sunday gap open. Well, not the gap open, but the low that we had Sunday just a little bit after the open at 6612. So that ended up being a nice trade overnight. Now, obviously, that puts us in a bit of a scarcity situation as now we're kind of up. We're then near up 100 points off the lows, but even the failed breakdown, it wasn't one of those kind of waken bids this morning, right? So when I first woke up, I'm like, okay, where are we? Well, we're in the 6680s, so we're damn near 70 points off of the failed breakdown. So wouldn't really qualify as a wake up and bid type kind of sessions. Now, we kind of have to look at, what can we do in terms of trades here up. So we do have a little bit of some lows here at 66.61. That's a failed breakdown spot that we could be watching. So that's something I have marked a little bit of new structure, but that low did go 30 points now, so you can mark it as a significant low. Next, we do have technically still this macro failed breakdown at 6680. It's a little trickier now because we've kind of gone back and forth through that low a couple times here. We did it once after 5 a.m., projected, came back down, tried it again a little bit after 8 a.m., kind of got one level and kind of back down. So, there is some good acceptance here of it now. And, sometimes those macro failed breakdowns can be a bit hazy. So, just kind of keep that in mind. But, it is technically still a valid play on the day. And then obviously, we have the overnight low if we get a hard sell sometime today at 65.84 that I will be also watching as well. So, that's kind of what we can do here in my opinion, and just in terms of where we are, and how to kind of improvise a little bit of the plan just based off the new context. So those are kind of the three things I'm watching for today. And obviously, if we get any new structure this morning, then maybe we might have something to add this afternoon. But as of now, those are kind of the three things I like the best.
Yeah, okay, thanks, Mayank. Yeah, that just starting at the bottom there, the 68, the 65.84 you mentioned lines up pretty well with the November low as well. So the monthly low from November, and actually this area we swept last night, it swept the October lows as well at 65.98. So yeah, pretty major sweep down here. And if we do get back down there again, we could be looking to properly take out that November low. One other thing I did mark this morning was sort of the 66.21 level was fairly important. I think after the open last night, we kept on bouncing off of it. So the 66.21 is the dash line on my chart here. And then we kind of accepted it. When was this? Around midnight and into the wee hours, and then pushed up above, and we've come back and back tested it at 66.24. So I think maybe that's also if we get a deeper sweep, there's a potential level to engage in there as well for another kind of intermediate level in our move up last night. But yeah, this 80 is a bit of a tricky spot. It's well accepted, but we've been pushing up through it kind of significantly with each acceptance pop. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I almost prefer like the 66.90 there as like a cleaner level to try and trade the gap fill above. But for me,
Yeah, I mean, a good idea here may be, and I think just because now, I would now classify this as noisy. It may be to kind of wait for the danger zone to clear here, just to be a bit safer. Just because it is getting, I think now you're kind of in that territory of like it's becoming a little noisy. So although we have good acceptance, the price area, and it kind of makes sense because it's a macro field breakdown. Sometimes those are a bit more hazier because they're just from a long time ago, and there's no real local structure there just yet. So that might be a safer bet if you can just see some momentum pushing through out of the danger zone. Maybe try it then, but otherwise, you may just get caught up in a bit of chop. I think today we'll see how the tape is. I think it's projecting to be a little thinner, so maybe just we may have some fast volatile movement. I know VIX is elevated too, so just be a little wary of the conditions we're in. Like I said, don't let the speed of the price speed your own process up. Make sure you're still kind of going through all your checks and balances before an entry. And again, if you took something last night, which it seems like Adam may have taken the 66.12. So if you're in that, then obviously just enjoy your runner. And yeah, I'm not jealous of you whatsoever.
yeah. Okay, guys. Yeah, stay safe out there. Let's watch out for 66, 61 primarily, and then the levels we've talked about beneath as well. The trade above is a little bit of a breakout style of trade there, but we do have the potential gap fill to work in our favor. So, all right, thanks everyone. We'll catch you next time. Sorry, I wasn't particularly on it this morning, but hopefully be back to normal tomorrow. All right, bye for now.